Welcome to a new session on English language, grammar, vocabulary, and usage. In this video, we will be exploring the correct pronunciation of S-U-R-E, the word, very common word, S-U-R-E. How is it pronounced? Is the correct pronunciation sure, rhyming with pure, pure gold, not adulterated, 24 karat gold, pure gold. So is it pronounced sure, rhyming with pure, or is it pronounced sure, sure, rhyming with poor, poor, opposite of rich, wealthy, wealthy, rich, opposite poor, poor man. So is it pronounced sure, rhyming with poor? So sure, rhyming with pure, and sure, rhyming with poor. We will explore which is the correct pronunciation in this video on English language grammar, vocabulary, and usage. This video has been made in response to a student. In fact, it was in response to a student's question. The student who asked me about it. The student said that his grandparents pronounced it as sure, rhyming with pure and cure. Pure means not adulterated, cure means cure a disease. So his grandparents always pronounced it as sure, I'm sure, rhyming with pure and cure. But his English teacher always pronounced it as sure, sure, rhyming with poor. So his English teacher always said sure, and his grandparents always said sure. So he asked me which was the correct pronunciation, and this video has been made in response to the student's query. So which is the correct one? How do you pronounce S-U-R-E? Is the pronunciation rhyming with pure? Do you pronounce it sure, rhyming with pure and cure? Or is it pronounced sure, rhyming with poor? So how do you say? Do you say I'm sure or I'm sure? Which is the correct one? S-U-R-E. Should it rhyme with pure and cure, or should it rhyme with poor? Let us examine both the styles of pronouncing this word. The shortest answer is that both are correct. If you want a very brief answer, we should say both are correct. You can say sure or you can say sure. So sure, rhyming with pure, and sure, rhyming with poor, both are correct. But there is something more to know about the two ways of pronouncing this word. Just saying that both are correct actually does not complete the answer. If you want to know more, we will discuss more about it, explore more about it, why there are two ways of pronouncing as sure and as sure. Sure, rhyming with pure. Sure, rhyming with pure is the old BE formal pronunciation. BE means British English. Nowadays it is called English UK. Previously we used to write BE, British English. Nowadays we write English UK. So the old BE, the old British English pronunciation was sure, rhyming with pure. The traditional British pronunciation of sure was always rhyming with pure, cure, endure, sure. Now, this sure, this pronunciation may still be heard in old UK movies or in older BBC broadcasts. If you see old movies or old BBC broadcasts, you may still hear sure, sure, rhyming with pure, cure, and endure. So the old formal British English pronunciation is sure, rhyming with pure, cure, endure, which you can hear in old movies or old broadcasts. Now the other pronunciation, sure, sure, I'm sure, rhyming with poor, is a newer and preferred pronunciation not only in British English but also in American English and in Indian English, whether English UK, that is BE, English US, that is AE, American English, or English India, sure, is nowadays almost pronounced in the modern style as rhyming with poor. So although sure was the old British English style, the modern style, both in British English and in American English and even in Indian English, is sure, rhyming with poor. So that's why his grandfather, who belonged to the older generation, his grandfather said, sure. And his English teacher, maybe a younger person, more modern person, he was saying, sure. So the new pronunciation, the modern style, whether British English or American English, is sure, I'm sure, rhyming with poor, sure, rhyming with poor. So that was the explanation that sure you can pronounce both as sure and as sure. Although the second one is more modern, but sure rhyming with cure is not wrong, and sure rhyming with poor is also correct, and the more modern style accepted in modern times. So that was our video. We will come back with more such interesting topics. Stay with us and follow us. And if you need a video on any specific topic, whether mathematics or English or science, you can always write to us because all our services are entirely free of charge. Till we meet again, thank you and goodbye.